One bulb costs you $25. A nearly identical one costs $70. Same beam on the road, same brightness against the garage wall. So where does that extra $45 actually go? I'll show you because it sure isn't going into your headlight. Here's the thing nobody selling these bulbs wants you to hear. The motorcycle LED market is stuffed with inflated Lumen claims, brand markups, and bulbs that are flat out illegal in a stock housing. And one brand today wants nearly $1,000 for a feature you'll barely notice on a normal night ride. I dug through independent testing to put this together. Back in 2025, labs actually ran head-to-head comparisons measuring beam shape and glare, not just raw brightness. Motorcycle news writers tested conversion bulbs and found a lot of them don't even throw a properly defined beam. That's the stuff sellers never print on the box. So we're doing two lists today. First, 5 brands robbing you blind, counted down from bad to worst. Then 5 that are actually worth your money. Stick around, the priciest ripoff in the whole video is sitting at number 1, and it's not even the brightest. Number 5 on the ripoff list, Truckmall with their 7-inch LED headlight assembly, running about $60 to $80. On paper, it sounds great. Big glowing round headlight, bolted on, done. But read the fine print and you'll spot the trap they've set. It's a whole assembly, not a bulb. So instead of a 2-minute bulb swap, you're locked into replacing the entire housing. And those Lumen numbers they brag about, 2,600 low, 4,000 high, those are self-reported by the seller. Nobody independent verified a single one, which brings up a nastier trick the next brand pulls. Real quick, if this kind of straight talk is useful, tap subscribe. It genuinely helps the channel keep making these. That's the only time I'll ask, promise. Number 4, SEALIGHT in their S1H4 bulb, priced around $45 to $70. It's marketed as premium automotive lighting, and one tester flat out said it costs nearly double compared to other LEDs he'd already tried for the same real-world output. And here's the kicker. It often ships as just one bulb, not a pair. SEALIGHT advertises 6,000 lumens, about 400% over stock halogen, but if you're running a dual headlight setup, you're buying 2 of these while cheaper brands just include 2 in the box. Worse, that bulky fanless heatsink needs you to modify the housing just to make it fit. The next one hides an even sneakier problem. Number 3, the generic CANBUS branded H4 and H7 kits you see all over the marketplaces, anywhere from $25 to $90 depending on how brave the seller feels. These are the ones screaming 20,000 lumens, super bright, in bright yellow letters. And they're the biggest lie in the whole category. Independent H7 testing shows legitimate, street-legal bulbs from top brands rarely clear a few thousand real lumens. 20,000 is a made-up number, and in many countries, these are not even street-legal in a halogen housing because the beam pattern throws glare everywhere. You're paying premium money for a bulb that might fail inspection and blind the rider coming the other way. And that 50,000-hour lifespan claim? Meaningless when the cheap driver box behind the chip fries in 6 months. The LED emitter isn't what dies, it's the garbage electronics. Now, the next 2 aren't cheap junk at all. They're expensive, respected names, and that's exactly why they get away with it. Number 2, Eagle Lights with their Generation 3 LED headlight kits for Harleys, running $300 to well over $600 depending on your model. They're pitched as the best overall Harley LED headlight, big plug and play convenience. And honestly, that convenience is most of what you're actually paying for. The premium here is the brand name and easy fitment, not some proportional jump in lumens or beam quality over a good direct fit LED bulb costing a fraction of that price. They lean on phrases like unmatched brightness with 0 independent lumen verification behind it. Pay for plug and play. If that's what you value, just know that's the product. The number 1 spot costs even more for even less benefit. And the number 1 brand robbing you blind, MotoDemic, with their adaptive LED headlight upgrade kits built on JW speaker units. Price? $400 to over $900 a kit. Remember that near $1,000 tease from the start of the video? This is it. Now, to be fair, the adaptive cornering tech is real. Lean angle sensors light up the inside of a curve. Genuinely clever engineering. But here's the honest question. Most riders just want brighter, safer visibility at night. You're paying a steep premium for a feature you'll rarely even notice on a normal street ride. And here's the twist. The JW speaker unit underneath is actually the good part. Buy it more directly and you skip a big chunk of the markup, which is exactly where we're headed on the Worth It list. So before we get there, ask yourself, are you paying for engineering or for a logo? Okay, quick reset. Those were the 5 to walk away from. Now for the good stuff, 5 brands actually worth your money, and the number 1 worth it pick is that same engineering the $900 kit was hiding for hundreds less. Let's count it down. Number 5 worth it, Philips, and their Ultinon Access 2500 H7 LED, around $40 to $60. Independent testers put its pricing right up near the generic Chinese bulbs, but it's backed by real quality control. You get OEM-grade reliability without the boutique brand markup. The Philips Ultinon Access 2500 at around $50 gives you name brand reliability for roughly the price of the no-name kits that fry in 6 months. That's the whole value case right there. But the next pick undercuts even that on price, and testers were genuinely surprised by it. Number 4, Nilight and their H4 CSP LED bulb with dual low and high beam, just $25 to $35, with single or 2-pack options. One reviewer flat out said he was surprised how good these were. Strong brightness, dead easy install, cheap. Here's your direct comparison. A $25 Nilight and a $70 SEALIGHT throw nearly identical real-world beam. That extra $45 was the brand name and a fanless heatsink, not more light on the road. The CSP chip design holds up long-term too. The next brand made avoiding glare its entire mission. Number 3, Auxito and their 1860 CSP LED bulb, about $25 to $40. Reviewers called it extraordinary performance at an affordable price. But the smart part is the beam. It uses a 1-to-1 pattern built to avoid blinding oncoming traffic while still running roughly 200% brighter than stock halogen. That's the detail that separates a good LED from a dangerous one. Matching the chip position to where the halogen filament used to sit means the reflector actually focuses the beam instead of scattering glare everywhere. $40 done right. The next pick is one of the only bulbs on Earth that's genuinely street legal. Number 2, Osram and their Night Breaker Laser H7 LED, released February 2025, roughly $50 to $90. Though a lot of that pricing is European, so check US availability. This is the one that solves the legal problem everyone else ignores. Independent 2025 head-to-head testing against Philips confirmed the Osram Night Breaker Laser is one of the very few LEDs with genuine ECE E-Mark Street legal approval. It fixes the beam pattern and glare issues that get cheap conversions banned. Legal, focused, and proven in a lab. The number 1 pick, though, is the real hardware behind that $1,000 ripoff. And the number 1 worth it pick, JW Speaker, specifically their 8790 and 8791 Adaptive 2 LED headlights, bought as direct kits, not through MotoDemic, $250 to $450 depending on model. This is the engineering the $900 kit was built around. JW Speaker is respected across the Harley aftermarket for real, verifiable beam pattern engineering and actual DOT and SAE compliance, not inflated Lumen marketing. The price reflects genuine optical work. Buy the same unit directly, and you skip the boutique markup that pushed MotoDemic toward $1,000. That's the whole trick revealed. So here's the verdict. If you want cheap and genuinely good, the Nilight H4 at around $30 or the Auxito 1860 at $40 give you nearly the same beam as bulbs costing double. So how do you actually pick the right one for your bike? Forget the giant Lumen number on the box. The first spec that matters is beam pattern. Does the bulb throw a sharp, defined cutoff line? Or does it just scatter light everywhere and blind oncoming traffic? Second, look for a real chip type and heat management. CSP chips, like the ones in the Nilight and Auxito bulbs at $25 to $40, run cooler and last longer. A tiny fan or a solid heat sink is the difference between 5 years and 6 months. Third, and this is the one riders skip, street legal approval. A genuine ECE or E-mark stamp, like the one on the Osram Night Breaker, means the beam was actually engineered to light the road without dazzling other drivers. No stamp means you're gambling on glare tickets. Now the buyer mistakes, because these cost people real money. Mistake number 1, chasing the biggest Lumen number. Those 20,000 Lumen CAN-bus kits are pure fantasy math. Independent H7 testing shows legit bulbs rarely clear a few thousand real lumens. You're paying for a made-up number. Mistake number 2, buying a full assembly when all you needed was a bulb. That's the Truckmall trap at $60 to $80. You lock yourself into a whole housing swap and a wiring headache when a $30 direct fit bulb would have dropped right in. Let's run the actual cost over 3 years, because the sticker price lies. Go cheap with a generic $25 CAN-bus kit, and the driver box often fries inside 6 months. Replace it twice, tack on a possible glare ticket, and you're easily past $100. Now the smart middle. A $30 Auxito or Nilight bulb with a real CSP chip typically runs the full 3 years with 0 replacements. $30, done. Compare that to buying cheap twice, and suddenly the good bulb is literally the cheaper path. And on the premium end, spread over 3 years, that's a fair cost for verified beam quality. Time to bust some marketing myths. Myth 1, brighter always means safer. Not true. Motorcycle News testers found many LED conversions don't produce a properly defined beam, so all that light scatters and actually lights the road worse than a focused stock halogen. Myth 2, the 50,000 hour lifespan. That's a chip rating, not a bulb rating. The industry range is realistically 25 to 50,000 hours, but cheap driver electronics quit long before that. The chip outlives the flimsy circuit board driving it every single time. Myth 3, premium price equals premium light. Eagle Lights leans on phrases like unmatched brightness at $300 to $600, with no independent lumen verification. A lot of that price is just the badge and plug-and-play convenience, not photons hitting the road. So who should buy which? If you ride a standard bike with an H4 or H7 housing and just want brighter, safer nights on a budget, the Nilight or Auxito at $25 to $40 is your no-brainer. Simple, cheap, and genuinely good. Pay a little more, sleep easy on the legal side. Want OEM-grade reliability without the boutique markup? It's the safe, boring, smart middle choice. Match the bulb to how you actually ride, not to whoever's shouting the biggest number. Most riders overpay chasing features they'll never use on a normal street commute, when a $30 bulb already fixes the real problem, which is just seeing the road. So there's your full playbook. Pick the right beam pattern, a real CSP chip with cooling, and a legal stamp if you need one. Stick with the 4 picks that earn their spot, and you'll spend less over 3 years than the bargain shoppers do. And skip the traps. Truckmall's assembly lock-in, SEALIGHT single bulb double price, the Fantasy Lumen CANBUS kits, and paying Eagle Lights or MotoDemic hundreds extra for a brand name and a feature you'll rarely notice. Match your chip to the housing, check your beam's legality, and never trust a Lumen number on a box. If this saved you from wasting money, do me a favor and hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. The exact bulbs I recommended are linked down in the description so you can check current prices. Ride safe, keep that beam focused, and I'll see you in the next one.